Hey Taurus, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Taurus. Anybody that has Taurus anywhere in their chart, this read is for you. With it being a general read, it is in regards to your current energy surrounding you. Spirit may decide to hijack the message and take off with it elsewhere. And that's what I'm here for, is to read what Spirit wishes to send out to those that are in need of receiving it. Now, this message may or may not be for you. It may be for the person sitting next to you that has Taurus within their chart. You should know within the first couple of minutes if this is or is not your message. If you do not relate, resonate, or ring a bell, ring a ding with this message, then I definitely encourage you to please take time to go observe your other natal chart zodiac signs. And as we usually do, we look at the majors, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but please do not discount the other zodiacs that you're born under as well, because they do have an effect on your energy, and they can play a big part. I went into further detail in earlier reads, but to sum it up, they play a big part on your energy as well, so please don't discount those. All right, so with this message, Spirit may decide to bring forth a message in regards to something from the past that they want you to look at, learn from, and then be able to go forward from there. It could be something that's currently happening now to give you some guidance through, and it could be something to come to give you a heads up in regards to. And if it is in regards to an individual that you're interacting with, whether it be a relationship or a business partner or a family member or a friend, this message can be directed to them personally, can be directed to you personally, it can be vice versa, and it can also be flip-flopped throughout the entire read. I do encourage you to please pay close attention, apply it where it's appropriate, but I do ask that you do not force this message to fit your situation. If you do not ring a bell with it, please take that into consideration, okay? So, with all that being said, as you can see, I have the cards down, and we're going to do a quick review before we do some clarification and then get some guidance and messages from Spirit. First, before we begin, I would like to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Taurus in opening their eyes to see, their ears to hear, their heart to feel, their intuition to discern, and their heart to be open to receive this message. All right, so as we begin, your overall energy is the Magician. This can go, of course, in one of two ways. It can be you manifesting and creating what you wish, and mind you, with you being Taurus, you are earth element. That is 3D realm. Anything tangible can be created as long as your heart and your mind are in full agreement and send it out to the divine and the universe. They'll supply it for you. However, intent is the biggest part behind it. If you are wishing to do harm, consider it threefold back at least to you, okay? However, say you are wanting to create, you're wanting to manifest, you're wanting to bring forth, you're calling in a new vehicle. This will happen for you because that is what this Magician is about. You want a new home, you send it out to the divine and the universe, and it's in full agreement. They'll bring it forward to you. That's how that works. But it has to be of pure intent, do no harm, and be patient, because it doesn't always come immediately, but it does come. And that's where we're sitting. And it can also be in regards to someone guiding you. So we'll find out as we do some clarification. So for your current situation, we have the Two of Cups. It can be a partnership. It can be a family member. It can be a friend, but it's somebody that you have a very close bond with. Then we have, for your thought process, the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, it's either reflecting on a situation or opening your heart up and to being able to offer up that cup. But if you can see, he's got a fish in that cup there. And that's kind of like testing the waters there to see how an individual feels towards you. Will they smack that cup out of your hand because you have a fish in it? Or will they look at you and smile and say, you're just being silly, and accept it? That's kind of the process of the Page of Cups, bringing forth the message of love without actually saying it fully. Then we have, for the desired effect, for the true desire, is the Hangman, to be able to see everything from a different perspective, be able to see the whole entirety of a thing from a different perspective. But you are hanging out, going stagnant so that you can look at everything. And then for the challenges, it's missing out on an opportunity, being unhappy, being discontented, refusing to see all that's before you. That can be a challenge. Closing your eyes to what is being presented to you. As you can see, she has her eyes closed. And that cup is being presented to her with a dove and the olive branch, possibly an apology or an offering of some type. But she's closing her eyes to that. She's not seeing it. She's refusing to see it. Okay. Missing out on an opportunity there. And then for the possible outcome, justice. Getting your just desserts, having everything in balance. And for legalese is what I was just told, for your legalese to be appropriate. And I can't see what the word is that they're trying to spell out to me. A P-O... maybe it'll come to me. They're trying to spell a word out to me. And I'm thinking it's postulate. For those of you that use big words, maybe you understand what that's for. At any rate, let's go forward here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. With the Wheel of Fortune, of course, that is your desires, your final outcome, changes, the destiny, your calling, all those wonderful things. And then behind that, I wanted to show you is the Ace of Pentacles. Planting that seed to a solid foundation and building on that, of course. Building upon that solid foundation, and it's, something solid, obviously. All right, so let's do some clarification and see what everything has to say here. So please clarify the Magician for the overall energy, current energy surrounding Taurus. Please clarify the Magician. What is a new cycle? You're calling in a new cycle, something new. Recognizing that you're feeling trapped. You recognize that you're feeling trapped, and so you're trying to end something and call something in so you can have a new cycle. Trying to manifest a new beginning. Okay. Well, may that work for you. Normally with the Magician for manifestation, it is normally a tangible situation, but sometimes that works. It's not always what you're asking for, though, so be very careful. You don't always get what you're trying to bring in. Be very, very careful with your words, because even the slightest little word can be a miscalculation. But forever and a day, they always get the, not true. For the tangible, for the 3D, like a vehicle or a house, you can describe it and put it out there and you'll get that, but it's not always necessarily the exact thing that you want. So instead of getting a plum vehicle, you get a purple, it's lavender instead. But, you still get the kind of vehicle you want, but there's always that minor detail that's a little bit off. So be very careful. Funny story I can share with you. My first child, my daughter, I had put out, I had manifested, I had put out a request to the divine and the universe. And I asked the Father to bring forth a child that looked like me and acted like the Father and had many physical features of her father, but resembled me. And she came out exactly that way. The only clinker is she thinks just like her father. Sometimes you got to be very careful what you ask for. At any rate, so yes, a forewarning for you. Be careful what you ask for. All right, so let's do some clarification of the Two of Cups. Please clarify the Two of Cups for Taurus. Current energy surrounding Taurus, please. Please clarify the Two of Cups for Taurus. Current energy surrounding Taurus. And long story short, her father turns out was a sociopath. Just saying. I didn't know that at the time, though, when I was a kid. So be careful what you wish for. All right, but she's a good kid. She just has moments. So we have the Five of Wands, Six of Cups, Three of Swords, and then we have this that we're going to turn over here in just a moment. So we're trying to figure out something about our past because there was some heart pain there. Maybe there was a dispute or an argument between you and your partner, your friend, your family member, whoever this soul bond, whoever this you have a very tight bond with. There was a dispute there. You guys had a little argument, and so there's a little bit of heartache there, and a review needs to be done so that you can then have an exciting new beginning and start fresh. And that's what you're trying to manifest. I see. So you can have equal give and take and everything can come out in balance. Okay. And then it could be in regards to a job because we do have pentacles here, or it could be somebody that you work with. All right. Please clarify the Page of Cups. And this is your thought process. Please clarify the Page of Cups for Taurus. Current energy surrounding Taurus. Okay. We have Three of Wands. That came out in reverse. We're going to be very careful with that. Three of Wands. So you've sent it out. You're sending out your manifestation request, right? And you're waiting for it to come in back in return. And you're going to be very careful with how you handle it. Yep, you're evaluating how to fulfill that cup, that happiness, and take the higher ground and do, something better. That's the Five of Swords in reverse. Instead of being overpowering and overbearing, you're going to, be a little more cautious and careful in how you address this. You're reevaluating the situation and how to have another opportunity. So somebody knows what this means. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. And we all know that with the Ten of Swords, that is a painful ending or a betrayal, right? And when we look behind that, we have the Two of Pentacles. Needing to find some balance because somebody may have felt slighted. Whether it's between a friend and a loved one, or it's between your children and your partner, or your job, your career, and your home life. A balance needed to be found. Somebody felt like they were betrayed, and they felt slighted, right? And so there's some confusion and some indecision of what to do. You can't see which direction to take and what to do in order to find that independence and have that balance and equal give and take. And truly, this may very well be somebody that you work with, because we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles right behind each other. Apply it where it's appropriate, please. So the desired effect, the desire you have here is the Hangman, to be able to look at all the different perspectives. Please clarify the Hangman, please, for Taurus, current energy surrounding Taurus. Thank you. So you're making a decision, move forward, and miss out on, let go of your star, let go of your wish. So if you stay stagnant, you're going to end up moving towards the loss of what you want, your wish, if you don't do anything. Which is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is you waiting for things to come to you. What it's saying here with your desired effect is, you're wanting to hang out and just kind of look at the whole thing and kind of wait for it to come to you, right? But if you do that, you're going to miss out. Please clarify the Four of Cups. Taurus, current energy surrounding Taurus. Please clarify the Four of Cups for Taurus. Thank you. Justice, Tower, Queen of Swords. So weighing out the scales here, you're going to realize that all the information is already there for you. Like that Four of Cups, you have that cup sitting there right in front of you. All you got to do is open your eyes and see the truth, right? And so your challenge is to open your eyes and see that offering that's before you. So then you can see all the information in Queen of Swords that is provided to you and make that decision of whether or not you want to cut it away or keep it. And it may be, it may cause some anxiety making this decision. But having taken some time to look at all the different perspectives, you're pretty aware. Knight of Pentacles, you're pretty aware. You're moving steadily forward. You're aware of what is all there. A venue? What does a venue have to do with that? Well, to whoever that is important, a venue was just whispered in my ear. All right, so the possible outcome is justice. Please clarify justice. Whoops. This is how it fell in my lap. Four of Swords. Taking some time out, getting your head on straight so you can figure out what needs to be done in order to find that justice, in order to attain that justice, to do what is right, to have, again, that equal give and take. Balancing that scale out in a financial aspect or a stable, because we know Pentacles to be stability as well, a stable aspect. Let's get some messages and guidance. See if we can get any further messages and guidance for you here, Taurus. Any further messages and guidance for Taurus in regards to the spread, please. Current energy surrounding. Okay, then. All right, this one came out first. So we got the Two of Wands. A decision needs to be made. There's that Two of Wands again. to move towards the unknown. Wow. And you've definitely got some serious movement on the bottom of the deck. Incoming messages can be very passionate, but they come and they go very fast. So an evaluation is called for in regards to taking a leap. Watch, learn, observe. Figure out what's best to do, how to make it work, and then put in the effort with this individual. So you can move then steadily towards celebrating and having another opportunity in choosing a different path. Okay, that is your message for today, Taurus. I pray that it has found who it needed to find and been delivered to those in seeking or in need of this information. I pray that this message has opened your eyes and had your ears heard, your heart to have felt, your intuition to have discerned this message that came through. And may it have enabled you to see all the information provided so that you can make the best possible choice for you in your own personal life path using your own free will. So you can either take in this information, heed it, so to speak, or disregard it. It is completely up to you. Let's have a look and see the energies that you have in this read. I only do the majors, and the amount of majors is the most important part. The more majors you have, the more the divine and the universe are in agreement with you of what you have requested, head and heart together in full agreement, sending it out to them, and then they go to work for you to pave that path so that you can be a happier individual and achieve that success and goal. The less major arcanas you have, it's the decision that you need to make, and they're waiting for you. So they're sitting there twiddling their thumbs, waiting for you to make a decision so that they can then go forward and work for you. All right, so the energies we have out here is Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, Aries, and that's it. Okay. So, Capricorn up here, and that's it. Oh, and Virgo. Capricorn and Virgo there. So you've got quite a few. I'd say about a quarter of the read here. So keep all that in mind, please. All right. Well, with this being your current energy, I look forward to seeing what next week brings, what Spirit has to say, and what instructions come forward. And until then, may all your choices be very, very blessed.